So it's official. Unknown World, the makers of Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, have a new project in the works. You don't even need to say anything. I'm just as excited as all of you guys are. I started thinking, are we going to be seeing a Subnautica 3? Are we going to be able to play in the Architect's homeworld? What's going on with the series? What are you guys working on? Well, I did some digging because I was curious as hell, as I'm sure all of you guys are. And it turns out, well, maybe yes and no. One thing that I found right away was a number of interviews that were done in the early spring of 2021, about the time that Subnautica Below Zero was getting ready to release in 1.0. David Kalina, who's the project lead for Unknown World, sat down in an interview with Inverse, among many other publications, and kind of went on record. Now, I'm just going to paraphrase what he said, but he said that they definitely would like to do a proper sequel to the Subnautica storyline, but they were actually already on the next project, and they wanted to do kind of a Subnautica-like feel, but they wanted to put it in different environments. Environments that I heard that were considered were things like the human body and inner space. Now, because those were even mentioned, I got to believe that there's no way that that would end up in a game, but who knows? So while we can only speculate on the next Subnautica 3 or the next game that's even coming out or when we're going to see it or anything like that, one thing I do know for sure, February 10th, Unknown Worlds tweeted out that they were looking for a lead programmer to work on the next game in the Subnautica universe. Right here, we can see the tweet. It says, "We are looking for a lead programmer to help the team build the tech for our next game in the Subnautica universe." They don't say that it's going to be the next Subnautica. They said it's in the universe. Come and join our friendly remote studio and work with us to make great games. Check out the full job description here. So they did say that the new game that they were already working on was going to be a Subnautica-like game. I actually wonder if they just decided to put it in the Subnautica universe, which is actually really great news. Even if this isn't the Subnautica game, this means that the production will be cut down dramatically because it's already got an established world with assets and all of that. They don't actually have to make everything up from scratch, and we may be able to see this early access a lot sooner rather than later. That's not all that they are looking for. They actually tweeted out on December 13th, "We're looking for 2 experienced quality assurance leads to work on Subnautica and a new exciting sci-fi strategy game." I gotta wonder if this has to do with the game that they're talking about on February 10th. Well, they're talking about looking for a lead programmer to build the tech in the next game in the Subnautica universe. That's not everything. Now, David Kalina did go on record further, and he said in an interview that players should start hearing more about the project later that year. We didn't hear anything that year, so I got to expect that we're going to be hearing more about this project this year. So if you'd like to stay up to date on all the latest news, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything, because as I hear it, you'll hear it. Now, during the course of my research, trying to find out more information about the new project or when or if we're going to be getting Subnautica 3, I did catch a rumor or 3. Reportedly, the rumor is that when they go to make Subnautica 3, they will rethink multiplayer. Now, whether this is true or not, like I said, I couldn't confirm it, so take it with a grain of salt and don't get your hopes up. It's just a rumor. For all I know, it's 2 gamers talking at the water cooler, and none of that was ever discussed or even considered by the studio. That is all the latest news for Subnautica. At this point, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, so you can stay up to date with all the latest gaming news, and I will see you guys next time.